Great to have you with us from Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with Georgia Southern's head coach before the game. Bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Eagles' offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat.
And down he goes. He had a lot of time to do something and ends up taking the sack. And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just barely got rid of it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his target down the middle. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Chanticleers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver, coming off a splendid performance, more than 100 yards receiving and a couple of touchdowns.
Well, if you listen carefully, you can hear the whispers here at this point of the season. People talking about playoff. You don't want to say it too loud. This guy, though, believes they can make it there. He's not been shy about it. He's been vocal in the media. He was vocal with us. He believes in his own ability to carry this offense to the promised land. At this point of the season, everybody knows where this offense, who they're going to.
Snags it, and there's running room. The tap. Touchdown, Coastal. They strike first. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hand off from the shotgun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Poe. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. Quick give. They put the brakes on it. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Lopez to throw. Turns it on in midfield. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the shot to clears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Changing the routes with his receivers. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. The shot that clears are flying down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. There he goes. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. 2nd down coming up. It's a draw. There's a crease. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the shot that clears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Throwing, Lopez. They'll run the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're all over him. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Poe. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's loose. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. Complete to the right. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Let's it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Lopez. Left side is Acker. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Here comes the heat. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. Out wide right, it's Acker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety.
Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, shot to clear. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. They go to the draw. Got 9 yards on the play. Leaves him with 3rd and a yard. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll move the tight end. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the read. They'll run it on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Handoff from the gun. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds his tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's brought down after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 2nd and long here. Looking downfield, it's Poe. The throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here's Lopez to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Back to pass on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. Wants to go up top on second down. Fires on the move. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. To the air, it's Poe. Got his man on the right. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. From the gun. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing, Lopez. Looking to the big tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the shot to clears will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Now they'll run the draw. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Second down to the air. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Setting up the screen. Plows through the defense. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The shot to clears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. At midfield, he's got room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Send the tight end in motion. Lopez Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the shot that clears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already... Third sack of the game for this unit.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead.